On today's podcast, we're going to be covering work zone safety, so stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
If you've ever played a game like Monopoly, Chutes and Ladders, and/or Life, you're more than familiar with following a path. Now, were you able to see your facility from above, you'd probably see similar paths to follow. These paths usually wind in and out of what we call work zones. Now, these are areas where production, maintenance, and/or some sort of activities taking place and are usually limited to those who are supposed to be there. Now, sticking with the game references from above, it would be awesome if work zones were like the game Operation, where every time you ventured into an area that you didn't belong, there was a loud buzz. Unfortunately, we're usually limited to simple signs and/or lines, and unlike the buzz of Operation, when it happens in real life, people can get injured or even killed while venturing into the wrong areas. Now, on this podcast, we constantly reference doing walkthroughs of your facility to see areas where you could improve safety, productivity, and organization. If you were to do this in reference to walkways and work zones, how would your facility rate for the effectiveness of labeling the two? Would you trust a visitor to be safe in knowing where to go without any issues? If not, then you have a lot of work to do. If so, then be sure to constantly revisit your layouts and try to improve upon the effectiveness even more. As simple as it sounds, the use of colors that we're all accustomed to work best. The green means go, yellow means caution, and red means stop. Variations of a stoplight are universally recognized safety colors. Letting people know where they can and can't go will greatly contribute to the safety of your facility. We look forward to seeing you next week for another Warehouse Safety Tips. Until then, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.